Okay, welcome everyone. We're about to kick off episode 15. Some of those episodes are sort of half sessions, but about to kick off episode 15 of City of Eyes. And I guess first up, it's been a fortnight or so, longer for some. We're expecting everyone today except Astra. So our party tank half-orc hasn't been around with you for the last couple of sessions, but so for some time now, and has been sort of out of the spotlight. In fact, maybe the last time might have been when she was possessed or something was going on with a elder oblex that you were fighting in the library. And on that, I guess it might be worth me just doing a bit of a recap. Let's see. So last week, setting the scene, you're in the City of Eyes, Ravenloft domain, you cannot get out. You've tried to climb the city walls that seem very high, and there's storms and things above forcing you down. Magical movement has not worked, although you have found a extraplanar stairway. In fact, you went back to the stairway to get around last week, and a monster that's been haunting you, plaguing you every time you go there, you actually beat off, and it fled. So it looks like, or at least in the last encounter, you finally fought off the Eye of Broken. Even in its buffed up state, it seems to have consumed enough souls or things or whatever, and it gets stronger the more it consumes. Last week you also went to the Fiddle and Blinds auction house, and after some haggling and trying to either pick a fight or see what you could get, or trying to get your own squeams, your points of ability scores that you'd auctioned away back. They advised, and you could see that they were sort of hastily packing and getting ready to flee. They said, this realm is not long for this world. We need to move on to greener pastures where there's better buyers that are cashed up and willing to engage. And so they've now left, as far as you know. Sir Lottle, he went to Dr. Zakari's and managed to get his new silver crowns on all of his sharp lizard man teeth, so much so that they're now a silvered weapon effectively, for however that might matter, and slightly sharper, and gives a bit more punch to his bite. So as far as anyone can tell, he doesn't quite smile, but yeah, he seems quite pleased with that. The bells tolled once again. You've felt this sensation a few times. Not the bells of Sakramara that uplifted you, but these almost like shattering glass or just cracking glass. That when it just gets a line through it, and then that sort of you feel inside you rather than hear. And every time that's happened, it's as if there's this sinking feeling. Now the city's not sinking. You don't notice that the water level is rising or anything, but it's more of that sensation of the ground shifting under you. And every time something terrible has happened, usually worse than the time before, tendrils of mist, shorter days, longer nights, constellations obscured, vermin rising from the sewers, and in a Pied Piper sort of fashion, just going berserk, attacking everyone, getting into everything. And now the spirits of the dead are rising, and rather than the city being not friendly, but at least neutral towards you, it's now this running battle, pitched battle through the streets, and you saved a few people, fought many wraiths and spectres through the streets, and these things are sort of targeting the living in a rage, dragging them back to wherever they came from. You came out of the infinite stair, and sometime after this bell tolled, and she approached you saying, "What have you done? What have you released?" And started going off at you, and battle ensued, and Rosa had a couple of wraiths with her, and a huge fight in the ruins of the old prison, and she sort of was ducking in and out from around different doorways and came around the back of the party and flung a finger of death right into one of the characters and dropped them. And the next round, a word of power word kill, and poor Aloran just dropped like a sack. People didn't realise it at the time because Aloran was sort of just out of sight of most of the party, and luckily there was still some diamond dust or some diamonds left in the party, and Aloran was able to be raised back from the dead with a revivify, being within a minute, so very quickly. And you find yourselves now, let me just call this up, at Cicero's. You've taken a long rest, you've managed to score your scroll of water breathing that you'd been asking, that you've been getting from Snerian's bookstore, and you've taken a long rest. I can't remember whether it was in the tavern itself or whether I know you'd had one rest where you went into the mansion, the magical mansion, and took a lot of people with you, residents, to just give them a little bit of a release and some safety from the wraiths on the streets. But you're back in the inn. There's been no sign of Ashtar, not since the library. So probably starting to get concerned about that. She's just gone missing at some point as you've been travelling the streets in this sort of pitched battle. Like you can see, Riddle, I guess let's do a quick run through for each of the PCs. Riddle, welcome. How are you faring?
After my nap in Spike, pretty good.
Yes, you were curled up in the apparatus.
Yes, I did my duty helping out with the wraiths and everything, and as required, I took a nap.
Right. And I can see you've got no madness levels.
I think I've managed to avoid them or get them go backwards. I've been pretty clever on that.
And I think the other thing that's there is what are they called? Those crown of stars.
I think I removed that was the red dot. I think I removed that.
So what's that? Should we get rid of that swirl?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you're pretty rested. How about you, Criella?
I'm feeling a bit scared after the run-in with the witch, and also a bit mad.
Yes, you're teetering on the edge. You've dipped into madness and actually succumbed to a number of syndromes. They may have been cured, but curing the madnesses doesn't relieve you of that tension. It's like you can very easily fall off the wagon, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I can also see a 1. Is that an exhaustion level on you?
It's an exhaustion, but we got rid of that at the end. So
yeah. Okay, cool. If you can get rid of that one. So you're not exhausted anymore. And was it you that's learning the water breathing spell?
Yes.
Okay, so let's assume that that's now scribed in. You've taken enough of a time to do that. So you can probably remove the exhaustion from your familiar as well, if that's yours.
I don't have control of the familiar right now.
Oh, don't you? Okay. Criella? That is your familiar though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, try now. You should be able to.
Yeah.
Okay, and just like yourself, your familiar, your little squishy octopus thing with many mouths, is also freaking out.
Yeah.
Solotl, you're looking chipper and healthy. A bit of wounds there, is that right? You are muted. No. All right. We'll come back to you. Who are we missing? Aloran? And Diki. So, Aloran, how are you going?
I mean, I've just had a nice long sleep.
You have?
I'm doing okay.
Yep. You've recovered from your power word kill?
Yeah, I mean, I've been a traveller now for a while. It's not my first death. Probably won't be my last.
Yes.
You know, these things come and go. Yes.
Okay, and you're now rested. Selected spells for whatever it is that you're choosing to do today, or for this day's.
It is not my luxury, unfortunately. I have a set spell list. And that's as...
Right. Okay.
But you know.
Okay. But you've got all of your spells back. You're.
Yes.
Restored.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And how about you, Diki?
Oh, I've had a nice rest. We had, so Lottle and I had a great vigil at the shrine for the Red Maiden. And I wasn't sure if anybody else was aware of this, but if you go and spend some time there, you might be able to get rid of some of your madness levels, which was a really nice bonus for Solotl while he was there.
Yes, the blessing of the Red Maiden when you spent a long rest there while the others were in the mansion, I believe, or at some point.
Yes, it was quite nice.
Two other things that I had forgotten about is you're also, you know how you've been having these nightmares through the nights, but still getting rests. It's feeling more fitful, and while rules-wise you either get a long rest or you don't, you're feeling like there's this gradually getting more and more restlessness, such that you might no longer get the benefits of a long rest. You can get sleep, and so you're not just awake all the time, but maybe not be fully rejuvenated, whatever that might mean. It feels like it's just a matter of time. And Krella, I guess that your water breathing there is cooking. Okay, so Solotl, we skipped you. Sorry, you're with us.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Oh, good. I was fixing my mic the other time.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was rather. Well, I wouldn't say it's upset, but it's a bit more jittery than usual. Getting all that dead walking around on his watch. Given the rise of the wraiths and whatnot, he did accompany Deki on her vigil and received the same blessing. And now he's torn between all those enemies of the nature roaming around, the undead, the illithids, the unspeakable evil of Ibroken and other things. So he's eager to get into some cleansing.
Okay, so you're itching for some cleansing. So with that, what are you're down in the main room, having arisen from your slumber or finished your scribing and coming down. I think we left off where you're just all sort of hanging around, wondering what to do next or discussing what to do next. I'll throw it over to you guys at this point.
Hey, Krella, how's that water breathing spell going?
I believe I have it all down now, and we should be ready to go whenever you guys are ready.
How many of us does that affect, Kriella?
It appears to affect 10 willing creatures within range of the ability have the ability to breathe till the spell ends for 24 hours. So
Yep,
10 people for 24
hours. Including Jumpy, your little thing.
Yes.
Or would you turn your friend into a octopus?
I could also do that, yes. And that
And
would
it
be...
is. There's too many mouths. And Lauren just kind of fingers, just It's creepy.
Racist.
Yeah. Okay. Point taken.
I think we need to find what's in the middle and keeping everybody here. And we need to do it soon. We haven't got much time left.
Yes, not much time. Days getting shorter. The list of enemies grows.
I don't know that we have anything left to do except go. Like, is there anything else we needed to get done before we headed?
For one, we know one place where people have been disappearing to. And we are looking for a girl.
We need to do. Yes.
To give to Asylum.
Yes.
Those are the. Yeah, that's a great idea.
How is it set then? Is it our next stop?
Actually.
I think it's.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, look, Lauren looks at Creola and kind of bows awkwardly and elegantly. I apologize. Please.
I think. I believe we should head off to the lake now before it. I was gonna say gets dark, but doesn't.
Are you think that will help us?
I have an idea.
Yes.
I know what Carolyn looks like since I've seen her picture and likeness in the library. I'm going to cast Locate Creature and see if we can find her.
Okay.
If she's within the immediate vicinity.
What's the range of it? Do you want to post that into the
1,000
chat?
feet.
1,000 feet.
How far does that go? Do I need to? Because I can't see the town map.
I'm just going to the town map now. We'll call that
Yeah,
up.
how close do I have to be?
I'll see if I can.
I like put it thing up. Like, what's the range of it?
Yeah, I'll put a scale on there for you because that'll also give you a bit of a. You can use that to try and.
Maybe we'll move around and see where the best place to cast it would be.
Yep. Okay.
What if we did it in the middle of the lake? Does it? How does the spell work? I guess.
It uses all three components, but you can still shout and talk underwater. I mean, we've all done it as kids.
Well, if we did it at the surface, then it would.
Yeah, just before we go in, we'll see if we can find it.
Okay. So, where's can you put locate creature into the chat? Like, cast it, and which should put it in there. Ah, there it is. I've already seen it.
Yeah,
Great. Okay. Describe a name or creature familiar to you. You sense a direction to creature location. Okay. All right. You get 2 directions. Little odd. And I'm going from Cicero's. You should see this on your map. So there's... Oh, I'll see if I can draw just a straight line because it's an arrow that I'm trying to do. Yeah. This will be better. Okay.
2 directions. So I'm thinking we can get there through a stair and through normal means.
So can you see that red arrow there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one direction that you're getting. And can you roll a investigation for me Or Arcana. This is through a spell, so spell sensitivity. I'll be
They're
happy
the
to.
same thing, anyways.
Yeah. How'd you go?
16.
Okay, so you're not too sure, but it feels like there's sort of, you're getting either it's swinging from one direction to another, or maybe there's two directions, or maybe it's just jittery somehow. But that arrow is pretty much pointing in the direction that your spell is going.
Okay,
Let's
guys. It's kind of moving.
Sort of like when you look at a compass, and it sort of spins a little bit, or it jiggles, or when you stand on a scale, it doesn't just go bang straight to an arrow, which you would normally expect this spell to do.
Movement is good.
Which direction is it going?
Well, you can see on the map there's an arrow I've drawn it in.
Yeah.
It's not quite going in any direction. It's kind of jiggling.
Yeah, don't think you can sort of draw an exact straight line along that and whatnot.
It's not quite giving me anything. It's sort of over here, but it's not being exact. But it's going towards the lake-ish.
Mm.
I guess now everything goes towards the lake.
Yeah.
I think we gotta go there.
And
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the asylum is also that way.
It is too. We could swing past the asylum first. Try it again.
You can concentrate for an hour and move around while you're doing that, if you want.
Yeah.
How long does that take? How long would it take to walk over to behind?
Oh, it has been a sort of a half-day trek getting around the city.
Yeah. I
Just in
suppose
case.
if we, depending on how strong the direction is, we could triangulate it if we walk over a bit.
Well,
Like
let's
if we
walk
were-
for an
yeah,
hour
we'd be able
and
to
see
tell.
what direction it pulls.
Are you walking south?
Whether it,
We could
let's see if it keeps going towards the lake or the asylum.
make it faster if you just use the staircase.
I'll fly. Yeah,
And
but
link
I go
to
the same
dancing
speed.
spider.
Oh yeah, Lauren would just be able to get us to the staircase immediately
Yeah.
if we did that instead. Also, we should see what happens when we go into the staircase with the spell active.
You've got a bit of a mud map also of the stair now starting to form. I'll jump you to that.
Yeah.
We are Ciceres, and the next one, to the left is Dancing Spider. That puts us close to the asylum and basically on the side of the lake to tell us if we need to go
Yep, let's
back.
take a shortcut.
Yep.
So
Lauren?
you're at Cicero's and you're looking at your map, and while it just goes up or down, you feel like, and this is Aloran, I believe, feel like if you just think of the destination that you're going for, you just start walking and you end up going in that direction out of the sort of 6 or so that you might be able to go to from the stair. And it's almost as if it's irrelevant whether you're going up or down.
Then I get us through to the dancing spider and try
Okay.
to push.
So you push the boundaries, open your mind. Can you roll with your charisma, try to beat your intelligence, with a charisma check, trying to beat your intelligence?
Sure.
$26. All right. So you pass once, the veil starts to open. Just do 2 more for me. You need to do 3 in a row for a successful, effortless.
That is 3 times his intelligence. Basically.
Charisma's +7. Okay.
Oh.
I
But
assume
that's fine because
your intelligence is less than 11.
yeah.
Happy days.
Alarm.
Yay for you. All right. So okay, so the whole party, you haul them through with you like, I don't know, flies down a plug.
Daisy chain.
Yeah. Spiders wash down the sink. And you're all sucked through and you find yourselves on the stair. At this point, you sort of, just pause momentarily thinking, where's this swine of a thing? But you start to head up Eloran, and everyone sort of races after you, Scooby-Doo style, and you find yourself at a red door, arched, somehow lit from above with a sort of flickering light, blue stone about it. You recognise this as your dancing spider one.
Perfect. And I'll start pushing us back through.
Okay.
Um,
Dancing spider. I'm just going to move us back to the main map here.
do you want me to roll 3 or
No,
is...
leaving the stair is effortless.
Sweet.
Yep. Okay, so you find yourselves. Where is the dancing spider? There we are. So we
Right down south. Okay,
Chuff
so
you-
now
and that's been less than a minute to do all that. Just bear with me a sec. Yeah, cool. I shall draw you another line because you're still focusing on this spell, yes?
yes, I am.
Okay. You get a strong sense and a fairly secure.
Okay.
Now instead of southwest, it's northwest.
Okay. It's to the asylum, people. We have to
Okay.
go to the asylum.
Once again,
Shall
the
we-
instinct guides.
Okay, so the party starts to head off, and I'm not going to role play it. You make short work of some spectres and things. Find a few deceased locals that have been scared out of their houses and slain on the streets, and this continues.
Did I broken bother us in the staircase? Like, did we hear it at all?
You didn't hear it, no.
Perhaps the citizens can seek refuge in the staircase.
We shouldn't leave them undefended in there, though.
That
Yes.
thing is still in there.
It is in there, so
But there are rooms in which
One
it cannot
sec.
enter.
once it finishes, true. Actually, that's true.
Now, just quickly, is anyone commandeering, rolling Spike around? Anyone, or is that back at Cicero's or somewhere?
Who's always in it?
Riddle usually.
Yeah, if Riddle's not how and the party wants us with us, I guess I can. If it gets me out of the rain.
Yep, which it does.
You have taken it over just to get out of the rain. I can see.
Yeah.
that.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me
Also-
see.
Before we enter, if you have any arcane means of protecting your mind, now would be the time to use it.
Are we planning to make a plan to go in, or are we
Well,
are we gonna try and sneak in, or are we just brute forcing it?
I got a good look at 3 of the nurses, so I can use disguise self or alter self to be
They
one of
did
the
see through my disguise when I was invisible earlier, however.
alter self. I believe physically changes me though, rather than an illusion.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
I
As of the invisibility, it could be that they just notice, the streaks of water dropping with high perception or something.
yeah, yeah.
So it's not given. But yeah, so I think so are did that spiel with talking about how some of them can sense people and all this stuff.
Mm.
But I also listened to her for however long it was, so I can mimic their voice as well.
Yeah, I'll leave the concentration spell up as long as possible.
Okay.
That way, we can try and guide ourselves to a location.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Is there any particular part of the building that it's pointing to?
Just checking. The south wing.
South wing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, anyone has some spells? Protect your mind. I think Ellerin had something. Mind blank. That would be a good one if we get to fight. So.
Yep.
So I guess is anyone casting anything before you go up these stairs to the west?
If we wanted to like try and get in, like without them thinking where, like if we wanted to pretend to be someone we're not to get in, it wouldn't really work for Criella, I guess. But I do have illusory script, so we could create some sort of ID to go with Lauren's disguise or whatever.
My disguise.
My disguise.
I would like to go up and ask to see her as a healer.
And that
Flat
person
out.
will get it. So,
I could make you a ID that shows that you're a healer if you wanted.
I can heal them if I want to. I'm going to try intimidating them. I'm
That's one
also
for deception.
not just a healer.
If you want to give it a go.
I'm also an
I'll stand by.
investigator.
Mm.
I'll stay here.
I am
to
also
watch.
an investigator.
Yeah. So let's try intimidating them.
Yeah.
Just to keep in mind that those are creatures with powerful minds, evolved over millennia to hunt people like us.
Then we kill them.
We could go with the traditional, cleric and a nurse dropping off some new patients and just march you guys straight through the front door tied with rope.
If you
I
think it
can
will
also-
work.
I feel
What's the
like
worst that could happen?
the only issue is once we're in, we have no control over what happens. Whereas if we go for 2 investigators having a nosy around. then
Alternatively,
on a
if one
case,
person comes in with me, I can dimension door us out in trouble.
that is true. I can somewhat get myself.
I think
necessary.
Siroto can stay outside for now. He can do some probing. Because he's not gonna sneak in. He's not gonna fool anyone. Not with his stats. So.
I think we should all go in. We're going to try intimidating them.
Is Chompy with us? Just for
I mean, should it be?
Chompy's was dismissed some time ago, so you could cast the spell to bring him.
No. I don't remember dismissing him.
Not in the library.
No.
Okay.
no, he left him outside. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed
Okay.
into the tavern. Yeah, so he was just stayed outside. With the
Okay. I'll go up to the tavern and get him and drop him in. No problem.
What's your intimidation, Kriela?
Intimidation, not very good. But if we wanted to good cop, bad cop it, I've got plus 14 on persuasion.
Oh yeah, my
Behind the-
persuasion's 10
Siroto
plus
will-
10. And
Behind
I've
the
got
cir-
plus 2 intimidation, so my intimidation's not that great,
I
but my
can't-
persuasion's really good too.
Yeah, I can't roll lower than a 24 in persuasion.
Well, my perception's really good, actually. So you could try persuading them, and I can start inciting them.
Well, I can be very charming too.
And Xelder's gonna give you a nice little smile with his +10 to intimidation.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can intimidate, he can persuade, and I'll incite them as we go.
Shall we? Yeah. And you've got the locate still active, right?
Yeah.
So you can just be like tracking. Why don't? Okay.
I mean,
Me and
Riddle is
Zola-
very good at lying, so deception skill at the wazoo.
Sure.
We
Shall
have
we?
options.
Shall we?
We're gonna play to our skills here, right?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Okay.
Why don't me, Diki, and Zolotl, and I mean, I suppose we could all go. But
Yeah.
one idea is Criella, and Zolotl as investigators, and Diki as our trainee, meaning Diki can focus on looking around and the
Yeah, I'm gonna do the insight and
location.
perceptions and my locate
And the
and keep an
locate.
eye on like, okay, what's going on?
And
While you guys
she
intimidate and
can-
persuade.
She can take notes as we go while we have a look around. Does anyone have any mind protecting spells that they could possibly cast on other people?
I'm just like psychic defense. I have psychic defense with my armor.
And I can cast Mind Blank twice.
Which is self, correct?
It's just touch. So
Alright.
I can any willing creature. It lasts for 24 hours. But I only have 2 of them.
Yeah, I think Alarin definitely should be one of the targets of the spell. You know, intelligence being as it is right now. I think
Sure.
some
Yes.
saving throws might be challenging.
Aloran, and if we have, I guess, someone who's like, what's your intelligence like, Zolotl? Like,
I'm at +0. I'm good.
okay,
I got all my bonuses from my auras too, so.
yeah, because I've got +4 to intelligence, so if someone else wants to take the other protection, maybe Diki.
And,
Which one? Because if I do much, I'm gonna lose my concentration spells.
You don't have to do anything though. It's just
Yeah.
someone casting a spell on you. So, what's
Okay.
your intelligence like?
Oh, it's +0. It's 10.
Okay, so either of you guys can take the other one.
I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and keep it up for the 10 minutes
Okay.
as we get ready. And if nobody wants the Mind Blank, I will take it.
Okay. So I've put the eye symbol on you, Diki, for the locate creature. Aloran,
Okay.
mind blank.
Do you want me to cast it?
It's not concentration, right? It just lasts for like
It
an
is.
hour.
Just lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, amazing.
While everyone's deciding this, I'm also going to make a ritual cast illusory script to just kind of create a couple of somewhat believable, well, ideally completely believable ideas. But if you want me to do anything,
Just what's the intent to put on for the script on a scroll? What is it saying? What's the purpose?
it's saying that. Do we
To-
want a search warrant? Do we?
Oh, okay. So something legitimate
So,
that you
yeah,
for you to be
something
there.
legitimate that makes it seem like we're meant to be here to have a look around.
Okay.
Oh, I want to take her to the Shrine of the Red Lady and cure her madness.
Okay.
I've been sent here by the Red Lady, and I am here to do this.
You're here to pick up. Okay.
Yep, I'm here to pick up.
Right.
Also, we're not getting, magic slots back after today, so me using my 2 highest spell slots.
Just ignore me. I don't need it.
And I don't even know that I will cast it on myself.
Okay.
So, I'm just being cognizant. Sharon is being cognizant. Lauren doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Trumpy doing?
Grumpy's waiting outside, let's say, for now.
Okay, so
Just
he's
keeping an eye out for anyone coming in and out,
okay.
and letting me know telepathically.
He's wailing his tentacles around, doing the Mexican wave just by himself, lurking in those bushes there.
Wait, what?
That's his mount, his celestial steed.
Oh, I guess we won't be out here long enough for me to do that. I was thinking I could change my familiar into like a spider, which presumably wouldn't be a spider once it's done, but
Yeah, the last
Wow.
time you tried to summon it, you summoned a falcon, and this
yeah.
gibbering cephalopod turned up, babbling.
It takes an hour and 10 minutes to cast, so
Okay.
Where?
Okay, so Solotl and Krella, followed by Aloran and Diki, followed by Riddle on the machine. Head towards the door. I'm only moving you all as a group, like a select all, if that's all right. Let me know unless anyone wants to do anything special. And
Am I turning into the nurse, or
Yeah.
I can do it at will, so and it lasts for an hour.
Go for it.
okay,
So I'll pop back into
and-
the
Riddle.
yeah. I'll cast Alter Self specifically, which is a transmutation, not an illusion.
Okay, and that changes you to look like one of the nurses.
Change appearance. Hang on, whack it up in.
You've seen these nurses take two forms. A fairly officious-looking human and something with a face mask on, but dangling beneath the mask is these purple tentacles.
I'd go for the tentacles.
I'll do the I think. Hang on. I'm just looking at the wording. I think I have to do the human one. I can't have extra appendages.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you look like one of the nurses, so your clothing and everything all changes. Are you going to have a mask on or off? Because it's
I believe it changes my physical appearance, so it's still my clothes. That's it. Because it's actually transforming myself.
Do you want to do just cast it, put it into so we got it in the chat?
I popped up Alter Self.
Where is it? Oh, okay. My scrolling is way down. Right, cool. It was still on mind blank. You assume a different form when you cast a spell. One of the options, aquatic adaptation, change. Oh, is this okay? Change your appearance. You transform your appearance and decide what you look like. Height, weight, facial features, hair length, coloration. Member of another race. Size, shape by. Okay, can't be quadrupedal by. Okay, yep, cool. Natural weapons, right? So it's not. Yeah, so this is like you say, transformation. So you take on another form, but you're still wearing your clothes. So you're like Hulk. Okay. So you look like one of the nurses rather than a tabaxi. And to get together, you all reservoir dogs walk it up the stairs.
I want to make a point of like glowing, like I'm very clearly not impressed to be wearing clothes. They're probably slightly too small for me. I'm just going to do the angry nurse stalk where possible, just like the don't ask.
Okay. You get to the top of the stairs, and straight away you see nurse work standing behind a desk. This is the one at the top here where I'm doing the ping. And nice Blythe, you can see she's carrying a clipboard and she's just about to... she's in the process of walking... she's gone up the stairs and she's in the process of walking to the east. And she turns you a sideways glance and arches an eyebrow and then just nods her head in the direction of nurse work. And Nurse Work takes a few steps over and says, "Ah, you're back."
Yes.
Yes. I bring extras.
Okay. Riddle, are you staying in, riding Spike up the stairs, or hopping out of Spike?
No, I think I'll jump out of Spike as I come up the stairs.
Okay. And is
I-
is Wild in another dimension, Cruella, or with you?
I'll leave him with Spike.
Okay.
So he'll just.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do I detect good and evil? Evil is up, I guess.
Yes.
I keep forgetting. Should I roll my wisdom save?
Yes, you should.
And I think that's disadvantage because of the dagger.
Yes.
Or was disadvantage?
Yeah.
No.
How'd you go?
It doesn't let me. I think my thing froze. Just a second.
Okay, no worries.
There we go. 17.
Okay, you you open your mind and try to cast your. You can tell that the thing is that your ability is functioning, but looking around, you can't detect any of these things that you can normally detect with this paladin sense of yours.
Good.
A nurse.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nurse. She says, welcome. Can I help you?
We would like to have a look around this hair establishment. We are with the police, and I pull out my genuine,
Okay.
like the actual investigator badge that Cruella would have
Yes.
from Ravenloft.
Okay. Nurse Workin says, and she sort of leans over the sort of lectern thing and holds a hand out. You going over?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Oops. Sorry. Yep. So she reaches down to you and seems to have a look at it for a moment. So you're looking for a young woman called Cecilia.
Yes.
She gets out a big book and flips it across and starts looking. There was a young lady. There's no name here for Cecilia, but we did have a young lady not too long ago.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yes. You can roll an insight.
24.
Okay. You feel that she's telling the truth. That a young lady did come by at some point, not too long ago, asking about spiders. And she says, we had to remind this young woman that we are a hospital here and heal the sick, not a zoo. You can tell she likes her little joke.
May we have a look around your establishment?
I'm going to pipe up and go, I've already given them permission. I'll walk them through personally.
Okay. All right.
I'm happy to roll a deception check if I need to, but
Yes.
it's not entirely a lie. I did give them permission. It just wasn't legitimate.
Okay. Roll your persuasion for me.
Oh, deception or persuasion?
Oh, deception's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Oh, they got a 15.
Okay.
Unless I get advantage because I look like the other nurse.
Now, there's no advantage, but
I had to try.
the 15, she sort of looks at you, and and says yes. You might need to talk to the head doctor.
Would be ideal.
What would his name be, please?
Dr. Brains.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned his name before.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Which room can we find him in, please?
Oh, he has his own private offices. But Nurse Blythe, are you there? And Nurse Blythe sort of steps around the corner. It looks like she probably was just around the corner. She comes over to the stairs. These people are looking for that girl that came past some time ago, and I don't have much record here, but she did speak with the doctor, didn't she? Yes, Nurse Wick, I believe so. Shall I fetch him? And she says, yes, I think that's best. Let's see.
Which direction is my locate character going?
Your locate character is pointing up through the ceiling on a sort of...
Okay, so she's upstairs here.
Yeah, yep, you think upstairs somewhere, and also to the southeast now.
As in she's moving around or being jumpy a little?
Well, you guys are moving around too, so...
Ah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. I think it best if you just wait here for a moment and we'll go and fetch the doctor.
Thank you.
That would be
Okay.
most
And
helpful.
both of them head up the stairs.
I have a question. So with my detect good and evil, I don't sense absolutely anything, including like Chompy and Wildy.
Yes, Chompy you detect.
Oh.
If
but
Chompy
not-
is Chompy within range?
I mean, when I cast it, he was.
Oh yeah, so there was an aberration behind you. You spin around and there's Chompy there smiling at you.
Okay. But not from the nurses.
No,
I don't sense them.
no.
Okay.
You can roll an Arcana roll for me,
Oh.
Solotl.
It's not gonna be good, but let's go.
That's all right. You're not the...
There we go.
Okay, all right. 6, the mighty 6. You just cast your spell and the magic. I just say the words and use my charisma, but no. You're not sharp enough at this point to determine exactly any nuance of the spell effect or the effects of whatever's around.
I'll
you.
use my tail to smack myself in the side of the head, like you're trying to get out a bit of water out of your ear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like unfold my wings a bit and stand up as tall as I can, just so I'm looking a bit more intimidating for when he walks out here.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on, but the nurses, they appear to be human.
Did you pick them up earlier? As not. No, I saw them. You didn't.
Mhm.
Nothing.
It might not
happened.
have been the same nurses.
I always stayed away.
Nurse Blythe comes downstairs and said, I'm sorry, doctors cannot meet with you at this point. And
Why not?
he's quite adamant that this person you're talking about is likely an effect of maybe paranoia or mental instability.
We would like to see the person. anyway, though.
Well, I'm sorry, nurse, but that doesn't matter because I'm here to take her away on orders of the Red Maiden.
Emily.
So it doesn't matter what the doctor thinks. I'm coming through, and she's coming with us.
Okay. Can you do a is this a intimidation? It sounds like.
I guess
Where is
so. And I got my badge too.
Yes.
So I'll press my badge. And I'll roll my intimidation.
Xolotl will move behind Tiki and give his best smile to the nurse.
Okay.
Looming
I
over.
rolled a 17.
If I can, I would give her help action with that.
Okay. She looks at you and she seems to get taller behind the lectern there. And she crosses her arms, looking very sternly, purses her lips. And then, as you see, Corella, her feet end up clearing the desk, the lectern, and she rises up. This is an arched ceiling, sort of large area. And she just says to you, "Just get out."
I'm going to cast Charm Person on her.
Okay. What we'll do is we'll just do... I've got the turn order up. Don't jump yourselves in there just yet. I want to make... It's been a bit slow lately. But I think it's clear. I'll just do a clear turn order anyway. Remove all turns. Okay, so now you can put yourselves in there.
Are we in your... I'm in
All
your
of us?
order, correct?
Oh, everyone put yourselves in there. You're all in the room. If someone starts casting a spell, you don't sort of... It just...
Xolotl, we get a plus
Yeah.
from your
+6.
What is
Deck
the-
in Crayola. +6.
7.
Okay. How's it looking? I think we've got everyone in there. I'm just going to sort descending. So we've got Criella first, and then Xolotl, then Aloran, then Nurse Blythe, Diki, and then Riddle. So Criella.
I'm going to cast Charm Person on her.
Okay.
Which is
Okay. You cast charm.
18.
You cast charm person, blah, 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 and her demeanor doesn't change.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to bonus action Blade Sing
Ooh. Okay.
and then just take a few steps back.
Okay. So by stepping back, then you can sort of see her a bit more clearly. But remember, she's got altitude now. I'll put a... it's not wings, she's not flying, but she's sort of lifting off the ground somehow. She's 20 feet off the ground. Xolotl, what do you want to do?
20 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Probably 30 foot off the ground compared to where you are, Xolotl, because she's also up a flight of stairs.
Okay. I'm Konak. No. Oh yes. I'm gonna use a command and say approach.
Okay.
So that's a wisdom saving throw 18.
All right. Can you put the command in there?
So on her turn, she has to use her action. If she fails to move, use her movement to end within 5 feet of me.
Sure. And it's a wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yep. This
Okay.
18.
Okay. All right. You cast it. You don't know whether they're going to approach or not, but but she's still looking stern.
Yep.
Anything else? Any movement?
No, for now. I'll just
Okay. Aloran.
I am going to. At this point, nobody's been overly aggressive. It's just been posturing a little bit.
Yes.
So I'm going to hold an enlarge. No, I'm going to hold a web to cast immediately underneath her. If I see her take an aggressive action against my friends.
Okay. So this is, where are you, Deke? You can just see her because she's so high off the ground, but partially obscured because you're right up against the desk there. But yeah, so you cast a web spell. Is it Deke? Am I right there?
No.
No. Who am I talking about? Where are you? Oh, the Aloran. Sorry, down the south there. Oh, so you can see easily. Okay, so you cast all but the last syllable of a web spell, and you're readying it in case anything aggressive happens. Yes.
Yes. Or if she acts aggressively. Yeah.
Okay. So Nurse Blythe looks down and just points in the direction of Celotl. Is that enough for you to cast a spell, Aloran?
No, that's pointing is not an aggressive.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
If she's casting a spell, I'm gonna counter spell.
You don't see any spell casting.
Awesome.
So, Criella, you are safe from this, but everyone else, you don't see any effect, but you're suddenly rocked by a wave of psychic force. You didn't see any spell being cast. And everyone in that area, apart from Criella, needs to do a intelligence saving throw. Celotl, you're giving benefit to Deke.
That's possible.
How's it looking, everyone? Oh, Riddle, we've got an 11, and Deke. No,
No 20s.
You've got an 11 there, Deke, but what about, is that with...
Plus 4.
Plus
15.
Gives you a 15? Okay, and we've got... Do we have 2 natural 20s there?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
my God. Okay. So, you see Riddle. Where are you, Riddle? Towards the back there. You take 22 psychic damage, and you just rock back on your heels and just go slack-jawed and start drooling.
I would assume that drops my altar.
Is that a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it does. So that happens.
People who saved take any damage?
Before the save? What do you... No, they're simultaneous.
No. People who made the save, are we taking the 20
Damage?
something?
Oh, I see. No, you're either affected by it or it's an off-or-on thing.
Okay.
You manage to dive under the psychic wave like a surfer, whereas Riddle just stands there and cops it.
I'm guessing my command didn't work.
Looks like it, no.
Yeah.
Nurse Work comes down the stairs and points at you, Celotl. Or gestures, just gestures casually at you. Can you roll a charisma saving throw? This is in your wheelhouse, I believe.
22.
All right, so you feel something touch your mind. It's this alien presence, but trying to take over. But you manage to shake it off and ignore it.
Vigilant rebuke that. That's 2d8 plus my charisma.
Okay, just anyone who dares root of beguilements. Does it have to be a spell, or is it whenever you just have to do that save?
I think whenever you save, you can use it on creature that forced the save. It doesn't say spell.
Oh yeah, cool. All right.
That's
Yeah,
what
because
it says.
many of these things are not spells. That's all.
12 plus 4 from my charisma, so
Ooh.
16.
Nice one.
DM, would I have seen or Lauren seen a riddle react to the damage that she took?
Yes. Yes.
Then I would have let go of my web spell.
Yeah, fair enough. That's enough to trigger it, but it just would be triggered upon seeing the effect of the spell rather than before she cast it. Hang on, I'm just making sure I've got this. Is it 12 damage, or did you say more than that, Solidal?
16. It's 12 plus my charisma. I don't know why it doesn't out automatically. So it's 16 total.
Okay, I'm just going to put a bar there so you can see it. That should work. Okay. Deaky. Oh yeah, web spell. That's what we need. You should be able to search for web in your journal and find one, but maybe not. What's the area of a web?
It's 20 foot cubed.
Okay.
Oh crap! I did that at the same time. Sorry.
Web. There it is. So, with this web spell, where is it? Oh, that's better. I'd lost it for some reason. Okay, cast the web. 20 foot, so it has to attach to something. You can't just cast it in sort of mid-air.
Attached to the floor or lay it across the floor.
Okay, so with Nurse Blythe being 20 foot up, she
It's
may...
a 60-foot spell.
So if I put it there, you can see it's getting the area covering over Nurse Work and Nurse Blythe.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering just trying to figure out where the thing is attaching. If for Nurse Work, she's on the ground, so you can easily do it on an angle from the floor to the wall behind them. But Nurse Blythe, there's not much...
Just like a column or a pillar or something?
Ah, yeah, the pillow. So you could go diagonally across from the pillar across to her. Yep, no problem. But it'd just be a line there. Oh, no, I could go from the column in a sort of cone sort of thing.
I mean,
yeah, you can use that.
wall.
Yeah, fair enough. You can use those two columns. If someone's just sort of floating in the air, the webs don't... They've got to attach to stuff. But...
Or
What happens? What happens now? Tell me. Give me your web.
Dex saving throw. Or they're restrained.
Okay. Okay. Nurse Blythe seems to be sort of the one that's floating. Seems to be restrained in it.
Nice.
The other one, Nurse Work, doesn't. I'll put a token on there for Nurse Blythe, restrained. Put a net on
And I
it.
think the area is still it's called difficult terrain.
Yeah, half movement, whatnot. Okay, so who was that? That was the web that was held from Aloran, I believe. Okay, so Deaky, we're up to you.
Okie dokie. I'm going to... Am I on an even level with Nurse Work, or is she up a little bit from...
She's 10 feet higher than you, so you probably can't really see her from where you are.
Okay, so I'm going to fly up, so I'm on even level with her,
Okay,
which is going to be my movement.
okay.
And then I'm going to cast the wind.
Okay.
Oh, and that doesn't really give that...
And doesn't...
Give any... Hang on. I still didn't give it... Why doesn't it... Like, come on.
I got it. Display. There we go. Yep.
Okay, awesome.
All right, line, strong gust of wind, 60 foot long, blasts from you. Each creature saving throw strength. Crikey. Okay. Okay, it fails it. Push 15 foot away. Any creature must spend 2 feet of movement. Okay, so it's you force it straight back. Oh, it's a line from the caster.
Does it hit a wall?
Yes, it does.
And I believe it's stuck there because that keeps going for a minute.
Yeah, so Nurse
I
Blythe is
do
stuck.
drop my location spell now, though. Too.
Oh, okay. You can get rid of the eye off your token then. Riddle, you are stunned. Which means you're incapacitated. However, at the end, you can spend this turn trying to come out of this fog. Can you try to roll a saving throw, please?
Okay.
Once again. That's better. 17.
Okay, you shake it off, and at the end of that round, you're back to normal. Criella, back to you.
Right. I am going to. So, if someone walks into the web, it's just difficult terrain, correct?
Yes. No. What? You'll have to do a. You have to do. Yeah, thank you. You'll have to do a save when you enter it.
Okay, which is Dex.
Mhm.
Okay, that's doable. I'm going to then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up, fly up the ledge,
Okay.
and then
That's that's equivalent of 30 feet now.
I also have 10 foot of bonus of
Okay.
movement speed from.
So you can go another one.
So I'll just stop there.
Yep.
Dex save. 26.
Okay. You weave in and out through the webs, no problem. You're right next to Nurse
And
Blythe.
And then I'm going to short sword swing,
All right.
cat's eye shard swing,
Roll to hit.
short sword, 20 to hit,
20 hits.
seven damage, and sneak attack. .23 sneak attack, and then
Oof.
cat's eye shard swing. Natural 1, so that doesn't hit. And then I'm going to use my last 10 feet it's still difficult terrain to move out, so I guess I just can only move one back. And then extra attack firebolt.
Okay. Roll to hit.
27 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Damage.
13 damage.
Okay, so Nurse Blythe's looking very badly injured. That was Criella. And you land crouched, Spider-Man style, or you're just flying around?
Flying around.
Okay, so you're up in the air still. Solotl, what do you want to do?
As the wind keeps going from Deki, right?
From Deki, there's a line of wind shooting from Deki to Nurse Work.
Yeah, pinning
Can
her
I
against
try-
the walls.
Can I try and ride that wind to get me across? I'll try and ride the wind.
Okay, so you need to go around and up the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait,
Or, yeah. Like
Really?
here.
Just do your dex save, Solotl.
Yep.
really quickly, on web, I just realized
Ooh.
it's if it gets set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing did my thing
Oh,
not
yeah,
hit
it
the
would.
web?
No, it would shoot through the web and still hit her, but the whole web would go up.
Yeah.
That'll do damage to them
Okay.
both, won't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
any
that does.
5 foot cube of webs exposed to fire burns away in 1 round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts its turn in the fire.
Okay, so when they start their turn. But
Yeah.
actually, it burns around in 1 round, so it's not an instantaneous thing like, setting a match so it's lit. So Lottle, do you still want to enter a burning web?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your
I don't think it's entire web that burns. It says the 5 cube that was exposed to the fire.
Oh,
that
right,
burns.
okay.
Which would have been the one around Nurse Blythe.
Yep. Okay.
I got my nut 20 on.
Nice one. So again, you, just like Krila, are dodging around the web, no problem. Where do you want to go?
And I want to get pushed by Decky's wind towards the nurse work.
Okay.
I would like to willingly fail the save, let's say, on the wind thing.
Okay. So what happens is you sort of jump off the ground, just do a little hop, jump into the Gulf Stream, and then go bloing and splang against this web 5 foot further in.
I would like to do mid-air, just bare my teeth, and as I approach her, just sink it into her face.
Well, you stop before you get to her. You're 10 feet. You've only gone 5 feet, and now you're stuck in the web.
No, but the wind pushes you 15 feet, doesn't it?
Yeah, but there's a web in the way.
Didn't he get a 24 dex save?
He did. So he's dodged around, but then now he's foregone that, and he's just
Right.
jumped in the air and let the wind just push him.
Got it.
It wasn't as cool as I imagined.
The web won't be there for long, but you're sort of
There's some of the fun moments,
you're hovering there in midair, going "Rah!" I think about to sail into Nurse Work with your teeth,
Okay.
but
Well,
blowing
that is-
yoing.
Yeah.
You've still got your action. You haven't. It's still all movement at this stage.
Yeah. I mean, from this distance, there's not much I can. I'm going to throw my axe at her. Why not?
Okay, all right. Throw your axe. All right.
16.
16 hits.
Okay. Can't smite on that because it's ranged, so let's go just. Nice little.
Dam-
Yeah, that's 17 damage.
Nice. Big hit. Thwack, and Nurse Work is sort of stapled to the wall by wind and also stuck to the web and now has an axe sticking out of her. Eloran, you're right up the back there. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire a firebolt at Nurse, one that's stuck in the web. Work.
Nurse Work. Nurse Blythe is stuck in the web. She's right up here. Nurse Work is stuck against the wall.
Gotcha. No, I'll just hit the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
And a firebolt, because Priela's idea of it was a good one.
Okay.
So that's a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
And that's
28 damage. Okay. Nurse Blythe is hit in the head with this firebolt. It hits her smash, and you see it sort of some goo come out the back end, and she sort of flops there. And as she does, the whole body is just carcass is just sort of hanging in there in the webs, and all the webs around her start burning, and the skin and clothing and whatnot all starts sort of catching fire, and she's clearly dead. And you've killed her with a crack shot with a firebolt, with a cantrip.
Single firebolt.
Yeah.
Good job.
Awesome. And, very chuffed with himself, he's going to bring out his lute and do a massive kind of guitar cord, you know,
Okay.
solid rock cord, and send inspiration to Zilotl.
Okay. So, Lotto, you are inspired. Is that you done, Lauren?
Yep.
Okay. Nurse Work seems to concentrate for a moment and then vanishes.
Did she do her strength saving check before she did that?
No, she
that
was
started
she was giving up on the and allowing the wind to push her against the wall. So she was just with her arms back, sort of pinned there, and then just seemed to just
Okay.
go insubstantial. Like you could see through Nurse Work for a time, and shortly after that she was gone.
There were no magical casting components to that thing?
No.
Okay.
And you don't see any enemies around. You've either killed them,
Beautiful.
in the case of Nurse... I forget her name now. She's so forgettable. Nurse Blythe.
Why? Her corpse is still there, right?
The corpse is still there, and it no longer looks like a human. In death, looks like a purple, splotchy, green-skinned humanoid with like tentacles for a mouth.
Do we head upstairs then?
Let's go. There's
Hang
no
on.
time to waste.
I'd like to borrow her clothes if they're reasonably intact.
Aren't they currently on?
Yeah,
The web's burning away, isn't it?
they're currently on fire. So they're clearly have seen battle damage.
Hate to be a bother, but could you let me go? All right.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry.
Is gust of wind is web concentration?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah,
And I stopped with the gust of wind too.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you stop concentrating. The gust of wind drops. Sorry, the gust of wind and
Web.
The web drops.
You don't have to stop the concentration on the gust of wind. You can just change direction at will.
Okay, so what do you want? And you drop to the ground, Solotl.
Okay.
Can you roll a acrobatics
yeah,
for
can
me?
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just seeing as you're doing all these Superman, Spider-Man type stuff. I want to see if you land on your ass or not. Yep, you do. So you land on a crouch, and toss your hair Black Widow style if you want, or whatever your quills. But you finish on a high note.
A quick perception or maybe survival check to see if I can spot some. Did she just disappear or did she?
Yeah, can we investigate the area to see if we can find her?
away?
Yeah, you go and investigate the area. You can't see any tracks or anything. It's stone. If you want to do a survival to look for tracks, you can do that. What you saw from Nurse Work was she started to become see-through, then became more so, and then pretty much just a pale vestige of her, but pretty much all you could see was the wall behind her, and finally she was gone.
I'll give myself guidance. So.
Okay.
That's that, and guidance, that's 54. Let's go. 26 total.
Okay. So you think that these stairs have seen traffic, but you can't. You don't have any sort of inclination of tracking Nurse Work. You didn't see her actually go anywhere, for that matter.
I could. I've got a couple of spells like see invisibility and true seeing. If we really want to look into it.
I reckon we just go and find the doctor.
Yes, I believe the doctor just became available.
Yes, I think he is. Let's go.
Actually, that was a good idea. I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay. All right. You cast See Invisibility and just cast your eyes around. You don't see anything invisible. I'm just checking your description there.
Invisible creatures and into ethereal plane.
Yeah, yep. Just checking. Okay. What did you roll for your survival? 23 plus you did.
6.
Okay. All right. So while you can't track in this plane, you can now see in the ethereal plane, and you think that there's. When you look in the ethereal plane, it's a plane of sort of mist and shadow and ether, probably the right word for it. And you think that there's a bit of a swirl in the ether when you're looking into the ethereal plane. So much so that probably you think that something has just disturbed it and is going in the same direction as going up those stairs.
Here it goes. Follow me.
And I'll go after it.
Okay.
I'll trail behind a little.
Okay.
Can I try and like sneak?
Yeah, you can roll
Like
stealth if that's what you choose. Who's that? That's Criella, right?
Yeah.
What about Deaky, Aloran, and Riddle?
Yeah, I'm coming along.
Okay. Whoop,
Riddle
there you are.
sneaking too.
Okay, I'm putting you into sneak mode. What about you, Aloran?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Zolotl.
Okay. So we've got 5 of you rushing up, or 3 of you rushing up the stairs, a couple of you cagily coming along behind, following this ethereal trail. And it's 9:30. We've finished off a pseudo illithid. What did they say? I forget what they said. That they were afflicted with cerebrilla, a disease of the skin. And this was last time. And let's take a 10-minute break. Oh,
Yep.
all right.
You guys can
Back shortly. Give my audio. All right. In a happy place. Yeah, so before the break, you've engaged with 2 of these mind flayer nurses, killed one in a web with many different things, threw an axe at another, and badly damaged one of the nurses, and but she seemed to just phase out somehow. But Solotl, you've cast Detect Invisibility, which enables you to detect things ethereal. And with a bit of snooping, you could tell that there was some sort of ethereal trail. It was, you didn't see the nurse, of course, but the trail, sort of just like running through mist, is disturbed, and you could see it going upstairs. So we've got Solotl and Aloran. Who am I missing here? Who can't? Just jumping back into here. I can't see. I can see Aloran, unless you're on top. Oh, Aloran, you're underneath Deaky. Right. And the same. I was going. Hang on.
I'm just flying overhead.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Okay, so that's why you're on top of each other. I was like, where's Aloran gone?
I'm just flying.
Okay, you're in the shadows of Deaky's wings. Okay, so, and Criella and Riddle are sort of slinking along behind. All right, so for the 5 of you, you go racing upstairs. Let's have a look. I'm just going to post you outside for now. Oh god, that didn't work. Bear with me a sec while I put your characters in, your tokens. Okay, so do it two at a time. Who's first is Sir Lottel and Alurin. First up the stairs, that is. Okay, and Sir Lottel and Alurin, you come belting around these stairs going north. You come to a bit of a landing. There's a ledge above you. But the stairs from that landing bend back around and continue up. It was Deaky, wasn't it, that was above? I'll get all of you as well. You can't hear anything, it's quiet. And I'm just putting you all in. It's a little bit slow. There's a lot going on here. And Dicky, there you are. So you should be able to see now. Is that resolving for you?
Yep.
Okay, and Solotl, you're sort of first up the stairs. Are you continuing to race up?
Yep. Following the trail.
Okay. You. It opens out into an enormous room, and you can see these rows of people standing. They've got their arms just sort of flopping to the side, and their chin is down on their chest. They're facing the wall.
Okay. My detect magic. I think it should still be up.
See invisibility.
Well, I have two things now. I detect magic and detect good and evil, and see invisibility at the same time.
All right. So the detect good and evil doesn't trigger as any one of those creature types. They look human, and you don't see anything invisible either.
Okay. Tell me, would you also know about trials and stuff?
Nope.
No. Okay. I'm just walking.
Okay. And you see these. There's many of them. It's dark in this floor. How are you seeing, Solotl?
Is there's no light whatsoever?
No, once you're up here, you might need to light something.
Yeah,
I've got
then
vision on. Yep.
Yeah, I would take out a.
Okay.
Let's go.
You are I've got a light on you already on your token. I think it was probably a hangover from last time.
So Lotto, hold up your sword and I cast light on your sword. So it...
Can you do it on my teeth?
I really don't want to touch them, so I put light on my staff instead.
Okay. So Solotl's got
It's
light
just
on
a
him.
cantrip, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How high is the roof in this?
About 30 feet.
And when we get to this landing area here, is the wall on the right of us? Does that go straight to the roof?
Yes, and it's a bit arched once you get to the ceiling to support it.
So could I, in theory, fly up to the roof without being seen in anywhere? Get to a place of vantage?
There's places where you could try and hide and take cover up in the ceiling, like a gargoyle. That's what you want to.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking.
Then, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, good idea.
Okay. All right. So Corella goes up, stealthing on the ceiling. Do you want to? Can you put? I'll look for some wings on you. If someone's going to be airborne, I'm going to put you 30 foot up. So wings with a 3. Just we're showing that for altitude.
Okay. Then.
Diki and Aloran, you're also there, and you come up to the top of the stairs. Riddle is sort of stealthing along behind, and you see rows and rows of people standing there.
Is there anyone that I recognize as the girl?
You would need to they're clothed as regular attire, and are facing the wall with their chin down. It's sort of lit by, you can see by the colours of their clothing and so on, by the light coming off Solotl. You could
Diki, is it? Which way are we going?
I can let me cast locate creature again. One moment.
Meanwhile, I'll take a few more steps into the room.
Okay.
Is there any reaction from the guys?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to cast locate creature again so we can
Okay.
get an idea of where we're going.
Let me just check. Also still up.
Okay, so we need to keep going up. She's further higher up in the building.
I'll point to the stairs on the other side of the room, and that way.
Yeah, there's too many people here for us to help, so let's go up. Carol.
Sorry. It's not up. It's to the southeast.
Okay, southeast. Sorry, southeast.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Solotl, you advance in and you can see people everywhere. Riddle, do you want to roll a stealth roll for me, sneaking up these stairs?
Do they react to us at all?
No. They've got their chins down. You can see that, this is quiet. All you can hear is breathing, and you can see the chest rise and fall with the slow.
Can we...
Still falling up the stairs.
They're alive.
I will capture one of them. I don't know if it will do anything, but I will.
Do you need a
use
book?
A cleansing a cleansing touch.
What does cleansing touch do?
I'm looking for it. Just a second. There's so many freaking things in the just cleansing touch. Where are you? Not lay on hands. It lets me remove an effect. Oh, there we go. And one spell on yourself on one willing creature. I don't know if they're willing, and I don't know if it's a spell, but I will try anyway.
Okay. You do your cleansing touch, and as you do, you find the muscles are just tense. They're standing there, and it looks like they're just, relaxed, but there's a huge deltoid, coming off from the neck as you sort of lay your hand on the shoulder. Feels like a warrior born of some sort. You cast your cleansing touch. Can you roll a D20 for me? Actually, do let's see. I'll get you to do an Arcana, but can you use your Charisma rather than your Intelligence?
For Arcana.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not proficient.
But you get your Charisma bonus rather than Intelligence.
That's
This is like an opposed strength, spell thing, but seeing as your spell ability is based on charisma.
Okay, 15.
Okay, so you do your cleansing touch, and you feel like there's a bit of movement, and the muscles just loosen a bit, and then tense up again.
I'll wait patiently for a few seconds.
Okay, wait, pause there, and it doesn't. The figure doesn't come around.
Does it seem like the passage is to kind of gently make our way through the people to the south?
They're densely packed. It's like a phalanx of people shoulder to shoulder.
Right.
But you could, be like if you're waiting in queue and there's a big throng, like at a, pressed up against a fence or whatever, a dance floor. But of course, everyone's just standing there. So you could just sidle through, like at the abattoir when all the carcasses are hanging there, just sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to do that, making my way in the direction that Diki said that we had to go.
Okay, you can move your character just square by square, making your way through.
I go.
You see a small doorway with some stairs descending, down to a small, landing from this large room.
And
It's this
I'll.
way, right?
You've pushed.
Over here, guys.
Yeah, you've pushed your way through, trying to not push, but you've had to brush against them a little bit. They largely just completely ignore you.
Right, and then
I just flew over the top.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also still sneaking, flying over the top.
Okay.
I'll just follow.
Okay. Riddle?
Just enter and wait for everybody around.
I will follow everyone else, but I'm gonna play like the bongo drums against all their backs as I go.
Okay. Cruella, Aloran, Zolotl, Diki, and Riddle now. You're at the stairs descending. You push past ranks and ranks of these figures, and you can see you're at a long passageway now. There's glass windows you can look out of to the north, and there's a series of rooms from the looks of it.
Okay, where is the creature leading me?
South east.
it's going to peek in windows as we go past.
Okay. Who's that? Cruella?
Lauren.
Aloran.
Aloran.
Okay, Aloran, each of the windows to the north looks out onto the square. I'll
Right.
just move you briefly so you can see what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll describe that first room. Let's have a look. Oh, crikey, where are you? Oh, there you are. This first room that you come to is a chamber lined with shelves on which have been placed a great number of what look like brains floating in some sort of greenish brine. There's a table and chairs, perhaps for whoever uses this room to more comfortably indulge. Diki, you're in the room?
Maybe not. Nobody else is looking around here. Well, let's just find Caroline first.
You said southeast.
Yeah.
Riddle's gonna make a point of staying near Zolotl at the moment.
Real
There she is.
still. Just sneaking along the wall.
Okay.
I don't know if I should, but I see someone in the room.
Oh. Yeah, let's assume that it's ajar. That'll be fine. Just don't keep going down the corridor because I haven't put...
Sure.
That's fair enough. That's okay. Let's see. Polygon. Oh, I see. Right. Okay, so I'll just put a door ajar there for you. And Slottle, you go over to this other door. I'll just switch into a better view for me. Right, there we are. Man, my PC is going slow. This must be really pushing it. And this chamber's lined with shelves. There's a great number of brains in jars, floating in greenish brine as well. Table and chairs, perhaps for whoever uses this room to more comfortably indulge as well. So similar to the one before. But in this one, you can see a figure in there, in regular white robes. Sitting down, looking at some papers, and he sort of stands up and turns to you. He's got one of those, like a little light thing on his forehead.
Is it like a name tag on the door or something?
There's not, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Doctor, I presume.
Dr. Brains, he says.
Brains, yeah.
Dr. Brains. And he looks to you, Solotl.
I'm trying to go in. Oh, there we go.
Okay, you get 5 foot in, and then you bump up against something that's stopping you, some sort of invisible barrier.
I have the invisibility though.
Is it invisible? Yeah, let's assume it is. So you can see that there's some sort of plane of force. He says, "I'm sorry, very busy. I'm in a bit of a busy bee lately."
I should say, I've seen your work.
Okay.
Doctor, I'm feeling under the weather. Would you like to inspect me?
Oh no, I don't think so. Thank you. You look like more trouble.
Very well. Why don't you just, hello?
Just come on.
Let me check. Okay. Is this a command spell?
Yep. So wisdom saving throw. DC.
Oh, we'll have to roll initiative if you're going to cast a spell on him, but
Yeah. Okay. Good. But
yeah. Okay. And do you still have? You've got see invisibility, right? So you can see that this wall continues into the ethereal plane as well. Just might be useful. I'm not sure. I'm going to open the third order and just get everyone out of there first. And I guess everyone may as well put themselves in. Aloran, you're the only one not getting the Solotl bonus.
That adds 5 or 6? 4.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's done, I believe. Okay, you cast your command. What does you need? I think you probably already told me, but...
Wisdom DC 18.
Okay. Descending. while you're getting your holy symbol or doing whatever it is that you need to do, Riddle, Deke, Criella can tell Solottl's about to cast a spell or going to. So while he's doing that, Riddle, what do you want to do? You just want to go by initiative order, that's all. It's not a surprise round for everyone else, so they all get a go. Riddle?
Yeah, I'm just going to prep my I'm gonna prep Eldritch Blast for if there's any very clear hostile signs. I'm gonna take it on
Okay.
air quote.
Similar to, no worries. Similar to the web before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you ready a spell? Deke, what do you want to do?
I am going to try casting Zone of Truth.
Okay.
And it's like at a point of choice within range. So I'm just going to pick a point that I can see, even though I can't see him.
Yep.
And cast that there, so he,
Okay. So there's a zone there that you expect will probably fill the room.
Yeah, that will fill the room at that point.
Okay. Criella.
I'm going to. Can I also sense the barrier? Or...
No, you can't.
Okay. I'm going to prepare for if I get the ability to cast Hold Person.
Okay. All right. So you're preparing a whole person. Aloran.
You took my action, Kriela.
Ah.
It's exactly what I was going to do.
No, he might fail.
He might. She might. Sorry. Yeah. Why the hell not?
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're readying one as well. Right. Solotl, you cast Command. I think it was.
Yep.
And what's your word?
Follow.
Follow.
Yep. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna guess that fails unless he has plus 17.
I'm checking. Oh, it's there. The numbers are definitely not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And I'll just walk over here and I'll say, "Let him come out," to the guys.
Okay. And then?
And I'll just wait.
Turn. Okay. Riddle and Krella, you see this figure sort of walk. And comes to the door. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is that, they can't do any other action, can they?
It just uses their movement, doesn't it?
No, they have to do everything they can.
Where's command? Oh yeah,
so
I've got
it's
it
also
here.
dashes and
One
stuff.
word command. The target must succeed. Da 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 da. Wisdom saving throw. Follow the command next turn. No effect if the target is undead. If it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. Okay.
It must do everything it can, so
Yep.
it will have dashed and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Yep. So he comes into the middle of the room, and then seems to be a bit surprised that of where he is, or how he got here.
Okay.
And he says, "Can't you see I'm busy?" Riddle, what do you want to do?
To stop him wandering off again, I'm just gonna tap him with a levitate spell.
Okay.
And so he's just floating in place now.
He has to.
That's so good.
Okay. Do you have to hit? Or is it a saving throw?
Don't. Oh, yes. Hang on, I'll pop it up. 21. Constitution, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Yes.
Oh, no,
alright.
21.
DC 21 con save. Yep, cool. Ooh. Okay. He doesn't lift up. Natural 20, natural 1. Deaky, unless you want to do any movement, Riddle.
I will put myself between him and the door, which
Okay.
what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my Zone of Truth
Okay.
right here now.
Yep.
See if he.
And if you're talking to him, I
Got a
think that.
DC 18
Yeah. Okay.
charisma.
I have to scroll back to the zone of truth. Oh, there it is. Magical zone, 15-foot radius until a spell creature ends. First time, charisma saving throw, failed surf, save. A creature can't speak. A deliberate lie. Okay, cool. So you shouldn't really know what the D20 rolls are. So I'm going to roll a few.
Wait, we also need to do that, don't we? Because we're in the zone.
Yep.
Yes.
Charisma
What do we...
save.
Charisma save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
You all get +4 to it.
Yeah, 14.
32.
Krella, you're feeling like being truthful. Lauren as well. Okay, so Corella and Lauren, you're also affected by the zone of truth. So that's it, Deaky. You've got the spell off. But you don't know who passes or fails. But you know, there's ways investigators can test these things. Is this a pencil? Corella, what do you want to do?
I'm going to.
Confess all your sins.
Yeah.
I guess this. Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Just in case he does anything.
Yes.
And then take a few steps back
Okay.
and ready if he tries to attack anyone to firebolt him.
Okay, so you got your firebolt loaded again. Lauren.
Yeah.
What are we doing with him now?
I was gonna ask him what he's done, like some questions.
Right.
No one's done anything directly, physically, damaging, but the Zerlotl has said follow. Riddle cast a spell at him, but you couldn't see what it was going to do. And the others have cast spells, but there's no sort of visible effect. Although Corella seems to be holding, which you would have seen that before.
Sure. Zerlotl seems to have a very specific plan in mind. And so I'm just going to provide a help action.
Okay.
That was quite an assumption there.
Yes. Zerlotl.
Mm-hmm.
He's still standing there looking at you.
Yep.
Well, we're looking for information. Have you met the girl, Cecilia?
Cecilia. I have.
Yes. Where is she?
She came by asking questions not long ago, but didn't stay long.
That's not what I asked.
Where is she? He says, I'm sorry to say that I believe she's in the middle of the city.
in the lake.
Who's in the room down the hall here then?
What do you mean?
Well, I have low-grade creature going, and Cecilia it's pointing down the hall here. Who's that?
Let's see. Deaky, you're seeing... Are you still concentrating on locate, or have you got something else up?
Yeah, I cast it again.
Yes, okay.
There's Zone of Truth is also concentration.
Yeah, is it?
I think.
Yeah, but then it still got me here, and it was down the hall, right?
That's true. Yeah,
it
yeah.
got us to this point.
Yeah, all right. So that was...
So I'm still going to ask him
Deaky.
that question.
Deaky, I'm just going to jump into the Zone of Truth. 1 minute. The Zone of Silence. Okay, Deaky, I've got you.
Okay.
The direction that you last had before you cast your Zone of Truth was directly south, sort of pointing into this guy's office.
Oh, okay.
All right? I'll jump us back in there. Okay, we are back. Zalotl, you've said where is she, and he said that she's in the lake. Is there any other action you want to do beyond that, or any other sort of short? We'll let everyone have a go at talking.
Yeah.
So scroll through.
I'll just hold attack action.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone's it's like the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everyone's all ready to go for their guns.
I have one more question of him before we do that. It's like, what do you mean by in the lake? How do people end up in the lake?
Well, many lose their minds and find themselves there. It's a sad truth of this place.
Do you know anything about a mirror?
He says, I don't know anything about a mirror, but Cecilia was asking about a mirror. Perhaps Fiddle and Blind might have something along those lines. They have priceless magical artifacts. Perhaps they could help you.
They're gone.
I'd like to know how they left.
Is this one still useful to us?
For now,
Oh, excuse me, sir. I do not appreciate that tone.
You're up
What's
with
happened
take
with
it personally. He has it with everyone.
what happened with all the people outside?
Well, it's a unfortunate side effect of curing insanity. Sometimes they lose their mind in the way to heal from their paranoia.
Did I roll insight?
It's pretty obvious that he's telling well, feels like he's telling the truth, but you can tell there's a bit of a wry smile.
Yeah, it's cryptic. He is telling the truth, but it's cryptic.
There's a door down the hallway, like, not the direction. From continuing down the hallway, there's another door, correct?
There is, yes.
Whatever you did to these people, can you revert it?
Oh, the longer, sometimes people just get lost to us.
That's not what I asked.
We endeavour to heal all who come here. This is a place of healing.
Did you absorb their minds?
People stay here until they're healed. He seems to genuinely, believe that, whether it's true or not.
Have you absorbed their minds directly?
Absorbed? No, but I guess I've studied them, learning. We're always learning here.
Tampered with them.
Oh yes, That's part of the process. That's part of the process.
The room of brains and that way. What's all that about?
That's my collection.
Of brains?
And it looks like he's starting to do something. If anyone has anything readied.
Yeah, I had hold person ready.
Yeah, okay.
If it looks like a spell, I'll counterspell it as a reaction, please.
Okay. Okay. Counterspell. Roll your dice. Or cast your spell. So we can see it in the
I
chat.
naturally cast it a bit. Just a moment.
Okay. Okay, how'd you go? Counterspell. You're casting it at 5th level?
Yes, that's all I can cast. Well, that's what I naturally cast at Warlock.
So you see him go to do something that you suspect is a spell, and you hold your hand up. Hand says no, and he sort of looks at you, looking a little bit peeved.
I'm going to do that big innocent kid smile, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you."
So that was Riddle. Deaky, did you have something held as well?
No.
No?
I'm just trying to decide what we're going to do with him now.
And then Criella, Aloran, and Zolotl, I think you all had something held as well. There was a firebolt. And
Yes, I had firebolt.
Are you going to loose it? Or...
I guess
Yeah.
I know that he tried to cast something, so yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh,
13. Shoots off past him, but misses.
that was a warning.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yeah. I guess that was a warning. So it was just say,
Try something again, and now you will lose a limb.
Are you gonna hold person, Laura?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, go for it. You post that up into the chat as well.
Yep. Nope.
What happened? Did it come up?
it's DC 18.
Clicking on the
wisdom.
wrong thing. Sorry.
What happened?
No, I'm clicking on the wrong thing.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Anyway, choose a humanoid that you can see. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Paralyzed for the duration. Concentration up to a minute.
Okay, here we go. All right, you cast your whole person, but he's still obviously moving after that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, Xerdo says his one-liner. I don't know if I can have an intimidation check on it or something.
Okay, where you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll an intimidation, that's fine.
25.
Okay. Well, he definitely sees you as a threat. And this was, what was it? What did you say? Don't try that again and you'll lose a limb.
Something again and you're going to lose a limb.
Okay. Okay, he takes a step back. And then back again, and he's back. He looks like he's about to turn tail and dash out. I don't know if
And
anyone.
there's this fight.
I don't know if anyone's got
Right.
anything
Yeah, I'm going
ready.
to actually. I'm going to cast a spell.
Well, he'll get to do his action before that, unless it's a reaction spell.
No, it's not a reaction spell.
When you guys get
There's just a
opportunity attacks,
cantrip.
though,
Okay. That's his movement so far. Nothing goes off. He just turns and looks over his shoulder at this point.
That-
And then he blats it out through the door. I think that's it as far as he can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Riddle, what do you want to do?
I'll start running off to follow him, I guess.
Okay.
So... No, not minimize. So 1, 3, 6. I think that's as far as I can move this second.
Okay. Without a dash.
I'm going to use my feline, my tabaxi ability.
Okay.
Double my distance for a turn.
Okay.
So I'll 1, 2, 3. Can I see him?
You do.
This is going to sound like a really silly question. Is there any signs of change on the bodies that were standing up?
Yes, they're stirring and they lift their chins up and they're all looking at you.
Very close combat, guys.
We can take him down before he gets there.
Do you fancy a game of rugby? He calls over his shoulder to you.
Without going into the people, if I've got a clear line of sight, I'm going to have another go at levitate.
Okay. And is that ranged?
I'm pretty sure it's within 60 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, range 60 feet, so I'd assume I'm in.
Okay. And was that Constitution, I think you'd said?
Pop that up. Yep, 60 feet.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Constitution DC 21.
He does. He lifts off the ground.
Yeah.
And his feet are scrabbling like, Roadrunner. He's trying to go somewhere. But now he's not. Deaky.
If I can, I don't know if it counts in the turn, but if I can, I'd like to lift him up just above 5 feet kind of thing so he can't touch feet.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, above the head of all these thralls. Yeah, okay. Deaky, what do you want to do?
I am going to use my action to go as far as I can.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 6. And then I'm going to dash as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which, pretty much just behind
Riddle?
Riddle.
Yes.
Oh, if I'm flying, I can stand on top of it, right?
Well, yeah, but it's not a really... Oh, I suppose it's bigger than a normal doorway, so yes, I assume you can.
Okay, so I can see...
The doctor.
The doctor.
I'm willing to
So now I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon
Oh, nice one.
in the form of a dagger and throw it.
Oh, can you? I think you...
just
Oh, wait,
spiritual weapon is just going to float there, but
It's
it's
going
got...
to it's going to float there as a dagger ready to stab him.
Summon it right there.
You get
There's
you get an attack on it anyway, because you can appear right next to the dude. Here
Let
we
me
go.
do the hit first.
Oh, that's a bit big. There we go. That's a mighty cleaver. We'll just assume it looks like a dagger. I'll shrink it down a bit. You want it to appear over there somewhere?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's coming for him.
And how'd you go? What's your 2-hit roll?
Oh, I did a 10.
Ah, okay. 10 force damage.
Yeah.
No, that's the damage.
No, yeah.
Uh,
Your two hit
18
rolls
hit.
an 18. Yeah, okay. So the two hit roll, this dagger goes "Huh," and stabs into him, and so it actually does do 10 force damage to him.
Yeah, sorry. I rolled them in the wrong order.
That's okay. Okay. Can you see a health bar there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So he's damaged. That was Diki. Criella, you're next, followed by Lauren. Just
Okay.
for preparations.
First, 30 feet, see what I can see. Okay, and then I can bonus action dash with cunning action. And
Okay, so
3.
bonus action dash goes off.
I can't see it.
No. You can tell the direction
He
that,
has the
that the
door.
others are looking. It is sort of almost directly north along the wall.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess already if any of the people who were looking down,
Yes.
guys, move to towards Dicky and Riddle,
Yep.
or if I guess that I'm going to fire, ready in action to fireball.
Okay. Firebolt, one of the...
area.
Oh, fireball.
Fireball
Okay.
around.
Okay. So with these readied actions, just so everyone knows, you actually do cast the spell. You cross it off at the time you say you're readying it because you've effectively cast it all. So by the time your next action comes around, if you haven't cast it, the spell's crossed off. So you'll lose the fireball if you don't cast it anyway. But that's fine. Lauren, what do you want to do?
There was another door heading down the hallway. Yeah?
There was, yes.
I'm going to turn to Zalotl. We weren't interested in the other door.
Sorry?
The other door in the hallway. We weren't interested in figuring out, or we're just going to chase after it.
Well,
Okay. All good. Then Lauren is going to kind of get as far as he can, which is 1, 2, 3, about there.
Okay, you rush over to past Dr. Brains' office, to the brain room. Your colleagues are...
Is this a door that can be locked?
Which one?
Where in front of where the brains are.
It's a door that can be closed.
Can I close it and cast arcane lock on it?
Yeah, you can. And examining it, you can see that there's some sort of very strange lock on it. Looks like there's all these little indentations in a disc that can spin around.
Right, then I'm just going to close it shut and lock it.
Okay, which side are you on?
I'm on the side that is... Did I do that right? Yes. I'm on the side of where that's over here, right?
Yes. So I've just put the door in place. Closed now.
No. Where are you at?
And that's my action.
Okay.
My turn.
Solotl.
Run 1, 2, 3.
Racing after the others.
5, 6. Yep. Don't see squat, so action dash.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm guessing he'll movement will be harder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see him, right? He's
You do.
floating.
There's a dagger floating next to him, bloody.
Mm-hmm. Wait, does he have range? Yes, he does. He's flying above everyone else, right?
He is, but he's 5 feet off the ground, so he's reachable from the ground level, so long as you're right next to him.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna use my bonus action with Hungry Jaws to have a bite.
Okay. Chomp.
Yep. There we go. Oh, 26.
Okay, you hit.
I'm gonna first just regular attack. It's 7.
Okay.
Let's say 4th level Divine Smite. That's 5d each. Where are you?
Huge Divine Smite. 26 radiant damage.
So for a total 33.
Okay, nice one. You can see the damage there. So you chomp onto his foot or his leg or his calf or something and start tearing it to shreds.
So what you do with the loose?
That's it.
Okay. Deke, are you above... you covering over... Riddle, that's right. Okay.
I'll just move a bit so she can get to the...
Okay. He looks like he's going to cast a spell.
Thunder spell.
Okay. What level are you casting your counter spell at?
3rd. So basic.
3rd? So just roll your
Uh,
spell.
so just d20 or?
Yeah. And then you can let me know what level of spell you would have.
Yeah, that's the basic one. So.
Yeah. And hang on, is anyone else, before we resolve that, this is a reaction, I need to know who else, if anyone else is counterspelling. Okay.
No.
No.
Ability check. Okay, so it's charisma then. Yeah. Probably fails. Yeah.
Oh, so what did you roll?
7.
Okay. Okay. All right, so can everyone roll an intelligence saving throw?
I can do that one.
I think Decky is still within my aura.
29.
Does
Yes.
that mean Riddle's in
Yeah,
range?
Decky and Riddle are in your aura. In fact, so's Criella.
Oh, so I got
Bad.
19 plus whatever he adds.
That's
Kids. Okay.
But, okay, so I
Four.
got 23.
I got 33.
Okay.
4. Nice.
Anyone below 17?
I'll be exalted.
Oh, it's a lot of...
Aloranen's a lot of them.
Okay. On a successful save, you take 22 damage. On a for Soloran and who else was it?
Exalted.
Aloran.
Aloran and Solotl, yeah. So
What type of damage is it?
a psychic.
Oh, okay. I have psychic defense. So does that have?
What does that do? Resistance?
Yeah, psychic resistance.
Great. So you'll
Would
only take 11 damage.
Okay.
The rest of you, the two that failed, will take 27 psychic damage, and all of these floating razors appear all around you.
Amazing.
And you can tell that it's like you're in a blender, and they're just spinning around you at an incredible speed. You can tell that if you're going to put your hand into it, it's just going to, eat up your fingers. They'll be gone.
Ooh. Okay.
You can choose, it's up to you. You can choose to try and move out of it, but that's your call. And Riddle, Dr. Brains goes down to ground level. Just lowers. Riddle, what do you want to do?
Hey.
Do I require a concentration check? Sorry.
Oh yeah, for your levitation.
Yep.
Yes.
I get advantage on maintaining concentration. So.
Nice one. That'll go for everyone. You can roll your con checks if you've got spells up that require it.
And I don't know why. So he lowered himself?
You don't know, but he goes down.
Goes down, okay.
So 22 on my concentration.
Okay.
Do I feel like the spell's still up?
You feel like you're engaging in a levitate tug of war.
Okay.
Maybe he's got the same ability, or it's native, or he can fly, or God knows what.
He can believe he can fly.
Yeah, yeah. But he's not flapping his arms. Okay, so Riddle, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna yell out. None of that tricky stuff, and I'm gonna throw some Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. Back to the roots. Back to your roots.
Absolutely. So...
Is that 4 Eldritch Blasts now?
It's 4 Eldritch Blasts
Nice
now.
one. You really need that Eldritch Smite, the one that does the D4 damage.
I've got that as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so first one...
19 hits.
12 damage.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Hits.
10 damage. 17.
Hits.
And then...
Nice. Ooh. Extra.
Hang on. 17. How much damage did that do? 6?
Hang on, it's... I think 13 with the critical. So that was 12, 10, 6, and 13.
Nice one. You can see his health bar. You've smashed him 4 times. He's extremely injured. Blood, going everywhere. Maybe broken ribs and things from these Eldritch Blasts. They're force damage, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So
I behave or I do it again.
He's got internal injuries aplenty. Dicky, what do you want to do?
I'm coming into the room, and I'm gonna I'm flying up, so I'm not gonna approach him too far. About here. And then I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Sacred Flame. He
Yeah,
does
just a cantrip.
has to do a saving throw versus something. Dexterity.
Dex.
Yep.
Okay. He passes that with a natural 20, unfortunately.
Dang.
However, Sir Lottle and I think it was Aloran, all these blades around you vanish.
Oh, my
Right.
blade, Sacred Blade's got to take a stab at him again too.
Okay, take a stab. But you disrupted Riddle disrupted concentration.
Yes.
one of them had to do it.
Which blasted his... these are simultaneous, and it's the same spell, same source. So I'm adding all the damage together as if it's one attack, rather than rolling for 4 rolls. I do the same with a few other things. It just keeps rolls down.
18.
18 hits. Ray damage with your dagger / cleaver. All right.
9.
All right. Another huge slash and very badly injured. He's looking very worried. Now, I'm on Deaky here. Did you just have your go? I missed that. Oh, that was the sacred
that was
flame.
last. Yep.
Sacred flame and the spiritual dagger. Criella.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of steps forward so I can see him.
Okay.
Oh, he's very low. I guess I'm gonna fly up above a little so I'm not like interacting with the soldier person.
Okay.
And then just doing short sword, cat's eye shard,
Okay. Roll to hit.
fireball. $16.
Let me... Bear with me for a sec. Okay, you hit.
Six damage, and then sneak it. Oh no, there's enemies. Ah, are the things the labeled husks considered enemies?
I think so at this point.
Okay, so I can't sneak attack them.
Yeah, well, you can sneak attack because one of your friends is within 5 feet as well. Just the traditional rogue means.
Ah, right. Okay then, sneak attack. 21 damage.
Nice.
Oh. Okay.
Cat's eye shard. Natural 20.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, he's so
He's
dead.
on solo. He's so on solo health that I won't bother using the
Yep.
thing that insta kills him. So I'll just.
Okay. Because it's a
9.
crit too. Okay,
And
then the 9 drives the cat's eye shard up under his chin, into his skull, and he just collapses in a heap.
The
Alright.
husks
What are the
react.
No, they're all looking at you now.
Should we leave? Leave? I'm calling
Search
from
his
right at
body.
the back.
Search the body.
Do we?
Can I search his body?
Yeah, sure.
Let me find-
You go and search his body. He's wearing robes, but pretty much nothing else. He's got
Oh my.
no other gear on him.
Do you reckon the rogues would take his command after he's dead?
That they're not jumping to attention, but they're all looking at you, just staring.
Okay. I say we just go through to that other door and pretend nothing happened here. So,
That's
That's
Riddle's
fine.
way of life. She's on with that.
100%.
I'm just gonna fly to the door.
Okay. Now the red door that I put in there is the one that's arcane locked. Then there's his office where you first saw him.
I'll step into his office to check if the whatever barrier is still there.
Okay, it's not there.
And okay, I'll go
Maybe we
in.
should search it.
Okay, you start searching that, and I think who was going into the next one? Aloran. I'll
Yep.
just
And Criella.
Criella.
Okay, I'll just remove that one for you as well, so you can eyeball it. Alora and Criellen. I'll get there. It's only 10:30, but Just jumping to the room. Bear with me for a sec. There we go. Okay. You move into a room that's a lot larger, probably about double the size of the two offices. It's an oblong room, and to include a sort of a board that's completely black at the end of the room, and there's diagrams that have been sort of pinned onto the board with strands of red twine running between the pins in a sort of intricate web. There's a large table that could seat up to 8 to 10 people, occupying most of the floor space. Hard to tell exactly what this diagram, this line drawing is about.
I try and figure out what it is.
Yeah, sure. You can do. You can use medicine or investigation. It's medical in nature. But, investigation, right? So you get put on your
investigator.
Your investigator hat. Get out your magnifying glass, and it looks like it's about. It's looking at the nerves within the brain, and it's somehow describing what different parts of it are for. But it's not a physical thing. It's some sort of psychic investigation, psychic links.
Interesting.
Looks like a place of study, like a little mini lecture theatre type thing, or a meeting room of some sort.
I don't know about you, Criella, but ever since the auction, I've been feeling a little bit stupid. So I'm just going to leave you to.
I have also been feeling a little bit unwise.
Okay. So Aloran steps out. Solotl Diki, you're in the office.
Yep. Gonna do some searching around.
Okay. You can see some notes on the, not a journal, but just a notepad of some sort.
Yep.
And you get rifling through that.
Mm-hmm. And I still have the scene visibility up. Because
Okay.
it's non-concentration and lasts an hour.
Okay. The brains in the jars, it looks like they've got like a little sticky label with a name written on each.
Okay,
anything
look at the
recognizable?
names.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm doing both of you can do an investigation for me.
Okay.
18.
Oh, Diki.
Ah.
Okay. Diki, you find one that says Cecilia on it.
That explains why I was pulled to this room.
Wasn't it the next one?
Maybe we should take this with us.
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Will she need it?
It's just a brain. It doesn't have eyeballs floating with it?
No.
or something?
No,
No, just a brain.
just a brain. Floating in this sort of glowing greenish brine of some sort.
Can I have a look at his notes or whatever is in his desk?
Yes, you get an you get an indication that he's desperate. The Dr. Brains is desperate to get out and find a way out of the city. Keeps talking about this being or entity called the Disciplinary Board, and that he's writing notes about the Disciplinary Board being him being in thrall to the Disciplinary Board for too long, and it's time for him to start his own colony.
When he died, did he revert to his whatever form?
Mind Flayer form. Yes. There's a picture in the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's a different one from the nurses guys, right?
He's definitely got a lot longer tentacles. That's the only real difference. They almost reach down to the floor.
Okay. Disciplinary board.
Yes, and the notes sort of indicate that the disciplinary board is in agreement with this, that would release him. The problem is that neither of them can get away from each other because they're in the same city, and this city is too big for the two of them. And things will become tense and may become more than tense if they stay together for too much longer.
Well, that's
I have
no
an
longer
idea,
a problem, Dan, is it?
I don't think Soto would be smart enough to figure it out. Can I roll something like, I don't know, intelligence check or?
No, none of you have got that enough knowledge of the monster manual and stuff like that.
Okay. But other than that, nothing about what's happening in the city or some.
It mentions that Nurse Woe and Nurse Faraway are likely to come with him and will be good lieutenants in his new colony.
Okay. Those names sound like the ones we haven't killed yet.
It sounds like it. You haven't heard their names before.
Mm-hmm.
There are some notes about his discussions with Cecilia. It looks like she was held here against her will for some time. The language that he uses is delusional in that he's trying to heal her of her paranoia. But he writes that she was convinced that Elysium was built on the remains of a buried city at the bottom of the lake. And that there may be magic there that perhaps can free someone from this hell. Just, he's thinking maybe that whatever's at the bottom of the lake can help him to escape.
I'll gather whatever the notes there are, or anything that looks remotely of any significance.
Okay.
And,
It looks like he has sent his own lieutenants to the Great Library looking for more information on this.
Okay. And that'll be the two nurses that were named.
Nurse Woe, yeah.
Oh, okay. If there's anything else, I guess we can join the others.
Okay.
Ricky, you got something?
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
That's good information.
Oh no, we are trapped. We cannot escape. Oh, there we go.
There's nothing else in this room, I'm guessing, so.
No, not that.
Yeah. I'll hand over the papers to Cryo since she's the smartest one around, and say,
There are more of these nurses lurking around. Some of them might be in the library.
Interesting. Sorry. Well, he said that Cecilia was in the lake, right?
Yes. I think he's telling the truth.
There's two options. We can either deal with the nurses in the library, or continue on to the lake, as I see it. Oh.
There's still more to the building. We could investigate further.
I suppose that's also an option. So
You can hear a bit of while you're having this discussion. You can hear a bit of movement up the stairs, and you can see a few of these husks sort of striding over to the doorway.
If I can, I'll immediately move towards the doorway.
Okay.
I can't see anything anymore.
Are you here?
I don't think I am.
You're gone.
Aloran?
Hello?
Is it
I
Aloran?
can hear you. Can't see
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, your character's gone though. Where's...
All I see is a
Oh,
blank
you're
screen.
back.
There you go.
Ah, sweet. There we
Oh,
go.
no, your name's Whisper.
I don't know why.
Weird.
I might have accidentally deleted it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Dagger to the heart, DM.
I know.
Can I see anything coming up the stairs? I was originally in the doorway. Oh, is there a lot on top of me? Is that the problem?
Right.
No.
No.
Okay.
I can't tell.
You're right here.
I can go and get you from the other floor though before we came up here. So I'll do that just so it's got all your stuff.
Cool beans.
Okay, but
Weird.
Yeah.
Can I see anything coming up the stairs from sitting in the doorway?
Coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you to put yourself where you were now, where you got accidentally deleted.
So I was standing exactly where Zolotl was.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
I'll just move you back one.
Sorry.
That's okay. I was the one that deleted you. There you go. All right, so there you are in the doorway.
Yeah.
I'll just get these husks back a little bit because you would have been the one that could sort of call out. Okay, here we go. So, Aloran, you're sitting in the doorway, just sort of resting, keeping an eye out, watching whatever's going on. And within the light, 4 nurses stride into view. They're fanned out.
As soon as I see them, I'd call out that I see 4 of them, and I touch myself with my mind blank spell.
Okay. And as you do, they sort of clench their fists, and every one of these human thrall husk things sort of looks up at you and takes a sort of martial position, as if
Boy.
as if they're about to rush you.
Initiative.
It's 11 o'clock. I think we should stop there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that sounds like a bigger fight.
Yeah.
Unless you've got some way to sort of bug out quickly, or you're just going to open the door and lock it behind you, or lock yourselves in an office or something. I don't know.
Are there windows?
We've got
There
windows.
are windows at the other end of the passage. Let's say there's windows all the way along. You could see them here.
I've got dimension door.
Me
I've
too.
got Misty Step. I've also got wings I can get.
Because I could probably carry, depending how heavy one person is,
We
get
could
one
collectively carry
person
someone.
down. Yeah.
But what I have is a particular set of skills that I would like to use.
Can grab Zerlotl.
Okay.
DK. That should get us out.
So let's have a look. Riddle, you're first off the mark here after Aloran calls out. There's 100 semi-naked warriors that want to punch us, and 4 Mind Flayer nurses coming imminently. What do you want to do, Riddle?
I
So
would
I'm
like-
rolling new initiative.
I'm just keeping the same one.
I'm not
I-
on it anymore.
Okay, I'll just roll one for yourself. Throw yourself in there.
Yeah. I would like to use alter self and lay down on the floor in a position that looks like I've been murdered.
Okay. All right, you shape yourself to look like a murdered person. Diki. Sorry.
I'm gonna go and check.
Not Diki, sorry, Aloran.
Okay, yeah.
I'm fully committed to this idea of getting the hell out of here.
Yep.
So I'm grabbing Zolotl and I'm heading out the window into the courtyard that I just saw.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. He doesn't want to go with you?
Okay, that's fine. Then I will.
Make.
Yeah, kind of just
Okay.
walk over and smash the window.
Yep. Smash the window, and you can see it's a drop down to the cobblestones below.
Cool. And that's my movement and action, I suppose. So yeah, I'm done.
Yep. Okay. Diki.
I'm gonna follow behind, but I'm not gonna drop down. I'll just be like hovering outside the window, looking in, like yelling.
Okay.
Come on.
Because you've got wings, you can't actually hover. The hover is an ability.
Well, I can just sort of fly around out there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure. So you're flying out the window?
Yep.
Okay, so you're outside. I'll see.
So I'll be just sort of above. Keeping an eye on them, but
Yeah, sure. Okay, you do that, and you fly out the window. Criella.
I'm going to fireball just out the door, so
Okay.
it doesn't get Zolotl
Okay.
and gets all of the husks in that area.
Okay. Fireball. I've got one here somewhere. There we go. Okay, massive fireball goes off. Boom.
Ooh,
Yep.
it's gonna be clear.
It's going to get a couple of nurses, most likely. You're just flinging it through the doorway there. And
Yep.
loads of husks. And any movement, Cruella?
I'm going to go to the next to the. Oh fuck! 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna go next to the window, but not go out.
Okay.
And preemptively, because I feel like the Lottle's just not gonna leave, use Blade Song.
Okay. Enter Blade Song. Zolotl, what do you want to do?
Depending, are the husks still alive after the fireball?
Yes.
Are they?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll step in 1 and 2. Finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll get you to cast your fireball damage too. Just put it into the chat.
Thank you for. So the jumping rules in 5e are kind of confusing. Could I jump over some of the husks to kind of land here?
Not just over another medium-sized creature. There's height and there's length. Well, unless you've got some sort of special ability, it's just from there, you're not going to just sort of jump over another medium-sized creature. You could do a shove attack and just try to push one out of the way.
But I'll take my action. Nah, I think that's good
When you
enough.
move through them, it's difficult terrain.
Oh, they're no longer just standing there. They're now
Enemies.
enemies.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, why not? I've been waiting a while to be able to use it. That's the best chance I'm gonna get it, probably.
Okay.
So I will cast this Destructive Wave
5d6 thunder damage.
and 5d6 Radiant.
Oh, okay. 10d6.
Yeah.
Roll all the damage.
Christ. And knocked
Well,
prone.
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw, by the way.
Okay. How much damage?
20 Thunder and 19 Radiant.
Okay. All right. With thunder wave and the what's it called?
Fireball?
The fireball. All of them in that area just die. It's enough to kill them all.
That's 30 feet.
And some of them are damaged. The thunder wave is going to get the nurses, I believe. Maybe Riddle as well.
At least this two, I think, because it's 30 feet.
Oh, Riddle, you'll be in that too.
It's the creatures I choose, so I choose husks and nurses. Each creatures you choose within 30 feet, yeah.
Oh, nice one. Excellent.
30 feet aura, so you can see.
Okay. And the thunder wave washes over the nurses. 3 of them are in it.
Yeah,
And-
so that's DC 18 con save.
Okay. And they sort of take damage as well. They'd have to do a save. I've been knocked prone. Man, I'm going horse here. One of them doesn't get knocked prone. The other 2 do.
Okay. How about this one? Is it knocked prone?
That's the one that's standing.
Okay. So this one. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are still alive here, right? In this row.
No, they're not. That line's gone. I'll get rid of them for you.
5 and 6. And that's it. That's
Okay.
awesome.
Riddle.
Seeing as Lothal has got this well in hand, I admitted to laying down on the floor, so I get up from prone.
Yes.
I'm going to look out the door, and I'm going to use Dimension Door into the office that was closed by the arcane lock.
Okay. Blip.
Bloop. And I'm just going to start wandering around looking.
Okay.
Just a fucking cat.
No, what I imagine is the Pablo Escobar meme, just standing in different corners looking at bookshelves.
Lauren.
I thought we were fucking running.
Jump out the window.
Nope.
I smashed the window. It didn't jump out.
Yep.
And I look at both Criella and Diki and just go, what the fuck? I mean, he's literally just running there. Fucking one-man battering ram.
Can't even with the nurses by himself.
Definitely not. Alright, so, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will get me there. I will then, the nurses, are they in like a corporeal wispy form or
No.
a fleshy form?
Fleshy form. They're in nurse form.
Right. Then I'll chuck under the 2 that I can see straight in front of Zilotl. I'm going to chuck down another web. I know it's not very interesting, but, you know, I can lay it across the floor.
Okay. Web.
I'd
Just finding it. Ah, got it. Where are you? There it is.
Position it just so it gets the nurses and definitely not Zulotl.
Okay, 20 foot. So if you want to get that one that's knocked down, and the one that's out, you could do that.
Yep.
Okay. And anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
The pro one gets disadvantage on the dex save because being pro.
All right. She's definitely stuck in it. Diki.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to come back in because he just caused chaos now.
You hear a couple of booms.
Yep, it's just you hear the boom boom, and I'm just like roll my eyes and here we go.
From the height,
And then-
Diki, from the height that you're at, there's actually a balcony directly to the north west.
Oh, okay, so I can
Nice
come
plan.
in that way. Is that way quicker?
Yeah, there's a doorway right there.
How far is that?
You're not
'Cause
too.
I can't see squares on the
Yeah,
The
you're not too
the
sure.
pavement area is 4 wide. So it's 20 feet across the stairs area. And you're 1 tile up, so 15 to the inlet.
So can I see some of those husks?
Yes.
Cool. Well, then I'll just cast whoop, 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 whoop. Sacred Flame,
Okay.
and I'll throw it at that one I can see.
Okay. It fails. How much damage?
Just canter it.
All right. Takes 13 damage. And you should see a health bar too. Criella.
Yeah. I'm going to, because I blade songed, I can
Oh, I moved a bit closer as well. Sorry.
to where? 4, 5, 6, 7. Make it to there. Flying across. And then landing on the balcony.
Yes.
And then I'm going to...
I forgot to move myself actually to the balcony, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna bonus action dash. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And then, I'm going to cat's eye shard the one next to me, and that nurse with the skull on it. What's
She's knocked down and stuck in the webs.
okay? I'll cat's eye shard the person next to me first.
Okay.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
10 damage plus sneak attack. 36 damage overall.
Okay, so you've done 36. Diki's done a little bit as well.
And then I've got 10 feet of movement, so they can't get an opportunity attack on me now because I've hit it. So I'll move over here. And then Firebolt, the same guy.
Okay.
27 to
20,
hit.
27 hits.
$17 damage.
All right. Nurses go. The one on the ground is webbed. Is that incapacitated or restrained? Restrained. Okay. So with that, she just looks across at you from the ground, and Criella, you need to do a saving throw. An intelligence saving throw.
I can do that one. I can't do that one. That's a nat 1.
Oh,
Plus 10.
okay.
Oh,
So you are stunned and take 22 psychic damage. There's one over here that wasn't in the... Oh, she was in the web, yeah, but she's not... She passed her dex, so she has to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to come out of it. And she goes over to you, and her... And I guess Lottle and Deaky, you can probably see this through the gap here. This nurse, these tentacles come from underneath the face mask, and they go into Criella's ears.
Probably not on their hotspot. Okay.
And
I thought they both failed.
hits with a natural 20,
oh,
doing 109 damage.
And it's 38. Okay, that just doesn't immediately kill me.
Oh my god.
That by like... by 11. If it did 11 more damage, it would have instantly killed me.
Okay,
You're not in the clear yet.
not on the clear yet.
No. So that's death saves.
It is. It's worse than that.
Make it worse. Yeah.
These creatures come over, spin around, and they start punching you and kicking you.
Deal more than 11 damage, I'm guessing.
Yes.
That's what. That's auto crit, which is 2 failed death save per hit.
Yep. And so, to your horror, Deaky and Zolotl, you see poor Criella, this being with the tentacles come out of Criella's ears, and there's something attached to the end of the tentacles, and then it curls and sort of puts it into its mouth like it's licking its fingers. Deaky, the one that you fireballed or whatnot, comes charging over to you. Is wearing rags, has no nothing to, no weapons, but just tries to punch you. Hits with a 20 and does 5 damage. Misses with a 14, I would expect.
14 hits. My class is only 11.
Okay. Then that also does another 4 damage. And the last one does another 4 damage. So it's just going doosh, doosh, doosh. And another one at full health just dashes in. Solotl. There's one on the ground, prone, and that one does a blast, which is going to get you and Aloran.
Okay.
Can you do intelligence
It's a
saving
spell
throws?
blast or just regular thing?
Just a mind blast.
Okay.
Not a spell. Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
So Aloran is stunned, drops to the ground. Doing 20.
I had
Yeah.
no. I had my mind blank up, which
Immune?
yeah, immune
Okay.
to psychic damage.
Okay. All right, that's cool. So it's just Solotl. And you saved from the looks of things, I think. 17? Yeah, so you save.
Nice.
The one that's standing over here does the same thing, and Solotl and Norin, can you do another save?
Ah, that's a fail.
Oh, okay. So in that case, you're going to take 28 psychic damage and be stunned.
And be stunned.
And then she walks over to you, and you can see tentacles starting to come out from underneath the mask. Solotl, it's your turn. You are stunned and incapacitated, but can try to throw off this stunning, but with a saving throw at the end of your turn.
You still have inspiration.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
All right, you throw it off. Your brain is safe. The husks go, and I've actually had them go already, so it's not going to be real. I'll skip them this turn. Riddle.
I'm gonna wander around the room and investigate things. I have one dimension door to get out of here, so...
Okay.
I mean, I just saw Zolotl decimate nearly everything, so... After that, I don't know anything.
Okay, Aloran?
So...
You can hear a big fight going on. Well, maybe you don't.
Do I need to do an investigation check or anything? Or
You can do a perception.
perception? Okay.
Okay.
26.
You can tell that Aloran is probably in a bit of distress.
Huh.
Unusual.
Oh my god. Okay, I sense TPK. Okay, Lauren, what do you want to do?
I'm going to the one that's immediately in front of Zolotl. I'm going to firebolt her.
Okay.
I think that's the best thing I can do at this point. Have these husks over here, are they looking at moving or are they just standing still?
They're just standing still.
Yeah? Then cool. I'm gonna ouch. That probably won't hit.
Class 14 is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I'm gonna duck behind the wall.
Okay. Diki, where are you?
I am on the balcony right now. Let me think. I'm going to cast Gust of Wind on the two guys near me and get them away.
Okay. Is it a single target for Gust of Wind?
No, 10 feet.
Okay. They have to do saving throws. What do they need? I can't see it. Oh, 18. Okay. And what did I roll? Yep, okay. So they get hurled back. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Slamming into the wall. Prone.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to sort of just move. I'm going to dash.
Yep. Where to?
To get in the room.
Ooh. brave.
So
did-
the wind direction is also going to change and push a go the other way.
1, 2, 3. Nice one. Okay.
And
Well, that's not a dash so far because you haven't moved anywhere, but that's just your normal movement so far. And a gust of
okay.
and a gust of wind.
can I ready an action?
Yes.
I'd like to ready. What's it called? Let's build your weapon. Guiding bolt
Okay.
on that nurse near Criella.
Okay. And what's the condition when you would cast the guiding bolt?
If it moves or does anything
Okay. Why don't you just...
against
Okay.
anybody,
All right.
I'm gonna send it off.
Okay. Criella. Sorry. Now the web is still there. Concentration, I believe. Whose web is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that Criella's?
Right, that's
No, it's mine,
Okay.
Lauren's.
Okay. 1, 2. So the nurse comes over to you, Deaky. Looking menacing. Which means your guiding bolt could go off, I think.
Yeah, and it's gonna go off.
Roll to hit.
$15.
Okay. 15 hits.
Awesome.
Thirty
30.
damage. Oh my god, you kill her.
Nice.
Nice.
She was in a thunder wave and a fireball as well, so I hadn't been adjusted. I've been retrospectively catching up on their hit points because I didn't think it was going to matter. I thought you guys were all bugging out, so I just I'll just, approximate.
Don't touch my friend.
But now it matters. Okay, Solotl.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna use the freaking wicked dagger.
Okay.
On-
28 hits.
Yeah, so that's a crit, right? With the dagger. It's between 15 and 20.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put a 4th level smite in. It's probably overkill, but why not?
Okay.
So that's 10d8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Does it show? It doesn't.
No.
I don't know.
You can just tell me.
Yeah. It was 40.
Okay. So with
Just read.
68 damage is kills her straight out.
And then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, is the web still up?
It is still up.
So that will be 3, 4, 5. And that's it then.
Dex saving throw. Moving into it.
Oh, sorry, that's ability check. Here's the set. 20.
Okay. All right. So you can move through it at half speed.
Okay. And I'm gonna throw... No, I already have my dagger. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the dagger.
Who
That's
at?
just
Okay. Disadvantage on someone laying down? Although...
but she's restrained, right? So that's advantage, so cancels out.
Yes.
So we could play. There we go.
All right. Nice one. Hits.
Just a second. That's just 11. Okay. Here's the damage. Come on. That's just 7.
Okay. All right. So it hits her.
Actually, no. As a bonus action, I am gonna cast Thunderous Smite
Okay.
and just hold it on till I can attack next.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Let's see. 5. Okay. The remaining nurse that's still on the ground goes wispy, insubstantial, and then bugs out somewhere.
I can still see her, right?
Oh yeah, you still got that going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see her. Get up. Oh, she was on this row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then run down these stairs. Okay, I think it's 11:30. We could probably easily go for another half hour here, just try and figure out what the hell's how you're gonna get out of this, if at all. Let's call it here because we've just at the bottom of an initiative round, and we'll pick it up from here next week.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Night, everyone.
Night, everyone. Sorry, Corella. I'd like to not leave you hanging, but it might take some time before we know.
Yeah.
Poor Kriala.
Yes.
Every week.
Was it last time as well? It was a Lauren, wasn't it?
No, it was me.
Oh God. Okay.
Ah.
All right.
It didn't go as I planned. As I planned. I kind of hoped you guys would stay with me. I could use my divine. What is it called?
Oh, you could
Channel
stay with
divinity
us.
on all of you.
Hey,
Advantage on all saving throws. Ah.
Hey guys, I found a room to explore.
Yes. All right. See
Okay. Night-night.
you all in a fortnight.
Yeah.
Night.
Bye.